I'm well, thank you, and good morning to you.
And thank you so much for joining the Marty and Pat show. I won't keep you too long, but we did get an email yesterday that bothered me, and it sounds like your opponents are spreading some misinformation about your situation with Medicare and your feeling on that, right?
It was kind of funny, Marty. It wasn't just my opponents. It was also the congressman from Oregon's 3rd District, Congressman Blumenauer, decided to get into the debate here for the 1st Congressional District.
Why is he sticking his bow tie into this race?
Well, I can't answer for him. I can only imagine it's because the Democrats are a little nervous about where things are right now in this campaign, and their own candidates haven't been effective in articulating their positions, and so I guess they have to call in the big guns on this one.
I guess so. Well, now bring us all up to speed here. Mary Ann sent some information to me about this Medicare. Well, you explain what's going on.
Well, it's the Congressman Blumenauer decided to call a press conference last Friday in Portland at the Democrat political organizations at their office, and in so doing, he told the people who were gathered that he was concerned because I wanted to cut Medicare, among other accusations he made, which were baseless and basically just from their playbook.
I mean, anybody can throw that out there. I mean, that's just not a good thing to do unless you have your facts in a row, right?
Well, of course, and that's why it's frankly humorous that they would do that, because they know it's not true. And in fact, the congressman recognizes, he said that I wanted to privatize Medicare and to accuse me of wanting to take Medicare away from seniors today. But the fact of the matter is that if he would just pay attention in his own committee in Washington, of which his committee is responsible for Medicare, we already have a form of privatization. It's called Medicare Advantage, and more than a 250,000 seniors in Oregon already taken advantage of that private option.
Well, apparently, Mr. Blumenauer doesn't know that.
No, I don't think he does, or he's just playing political games, which is nothing new coming out of Washington D.C.
Right. Yes. Right. Well,
and the other thing, Marty, I must say about it is that I'm very concerned that Mr. Blumenauer and the other Democrats running in the 1st Congressional District, Suzanne Bonamici being chief among them, they are in support of the Affordable Care Act, which actually takes $500 billion out of Medicare, and much of that would affect seniors in Oregon.
Right.
And so for him to suggest that I want to take anything away from seniors when he's already voted to do so is hypocrisy at the most.
Well, what he's trying to do is shift blame, because he knows that the bottom line is he's responsible, and of course Bonamici wants to sidestep that as well, because that's a very pertinent issue to your campaign, and you need to drive that fact home.
Absolutely, and the fact that she and others have to call Mr. Blumenauer in to do their arguing for them is just an example that people are more concerned with their party than they are with the people that they want to represent. And she voted 98% of the time in Salem with her own party. What makes us think that she's going to do anything different if she goes back to Washington, D.C.?
Right, and actually, according to what Medicare's own chief actuary in the press release you sent out here, these cuts could probably force half of the Oregon seniors out of the current plan that they choose and increase their out-of-pocket expenses for the others by about $473 next year, and then, get this, $892 by 2018. So
that's absolutely right, Marty.
So Blumenauer and Bonamici are sticking it to you, and they're trying to blame you, Rob, because, hey, they know that you've got a pretty good chance of beating them in the election. So there you go.
Isn't it funny that career politicians who've created this mess that we're in are trying to blame a small business owner from Tualatin,
right,
as far as the problems that we're experiencing right now?
Exactly, and of course it's all your fault because, well, you're not a politician and you're in the race as a businessman, and they know better because they're already in government, you see.
That's right. They are, and I don't think we need more of the same going back to Washington, D.C. We need to look at things differently as a state and as a country. And I certainly have never been for the privatization, the sole privatization of Medicare or Social Security. I think we need to give seniors the choices that they have come to rely on, and we need to preserve those programs because they're so important. And seniors have paid into those systems, and they need to know that they're going to be there when they need them most.
Well said. All right, Rob Cornilles for Congress. Rob, how's the campaign going? It's this is a key week for you, right? Because all the ballots have to be in a week from yesterday.
That's right. They need to be mailed no later than Friday of this week and hand-delivered after that until Tuesday of next week. But we're very, very excited about what we're seeing right now.
Good.
The people that are supporting us, the endorsements, the volunteer work that's being done on with our campaign. This is going to be a great 90 days, I can tell you that, Marty.
That's wonderful. And, of course, we win this coming election on the 8th, then we roll into the next one up in January, and then another one next November. Man, you're going to be politicking crazy here.
Well, you do what you have to do to represent people of Northwest Oregon because we know for years they haven't had representation.
They've had a guy in a tiger suit, and that seemed to not work out too well.
Now, it's not Halloween anymore, Marty. Let's not go there.
No, that's right. All right, Republican candidate for Congress, Rob Cornilles. Rob, let's get the website out there one more time because it's always time to collect a little money and support the campaign.
Yeah, $10, $15 through the website would be so helpful, and it's cornillesforcongress.com, and Cornilles is spelled Cornilles, cornillesforcongress.com.
Thank you, sir, for joining us this morning, and good luck to you, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.
Take care. Rob Cornilles for Congress.